Okay, good morning everybody. Today is February 14th, Valentine's Day 2020, and it's about, let's see, a little after 11 o'clock in the morning. This morning I'm going to fly down to this Coral VOR and do some testing down there, try to figure out how to use the VOR in the plane. I've got a friend that asked me a few weeks ago to test it out, and I had to admit that I had tuned a VOR since I bought the plane in June of 2018. I tried it and I couldn't figure anything out, so I think I've got stuff figured out now. We're gonna do that, and I'll show the takeoff, and then when I get down there, show what I'm doing to get the VOR to be working, hopefully, and then we'll come back and I'll just do the landing. So it should be a short video, hopefully. Won't bore you to death with a lot of the stuff. So
516, give way to your company
with that,
Charlie Alpha, verify you of Quebec.
I'll talk to you as soon as we get ready to do the takeoff.
We'll give way to company Southwest 516.
Alright, get over here. Alright, back with, just been cleared for takeoff. I'm 1-2. No further right than 190. We'll center the heading bug. Alright, there we go. Everything's ready to go. Both fuel pumps are on, the landing lights on, the flaps are in, brakes off, chokes off. Airspeed's coming live. Got 40, 45, 48, 49, 50, full throttle. And we'll go to turbo, bingo. And as she goes. Alright, turbo coming off, don't need it. Flaps up. And we'll stick the autopilot on, because it's a better pilot than I am. And I will be talking to you when we get down near the VOR. Go to departure, fire. Okay, back on. We got about 20 miles to the VOR. I'm going to talk about what I've learned since last time. Last time I was trying to get the identifier to work, and I couldn't figure out how to get the volume up on the VOR receiver. Well, what you have to do is you push this button real quick, you go up to the VOR stuff. Now the volume button will work for the VOR receiver. So that's took care of that. Next thing I couldn't figure out is how the heck to get the course right here to change so I can see the VOR needle. And basically you could do it several ways. One way is touch course. Well, I have to go over to the VOR first. Okay, down with there. Touch course. Now you can enter the course if you want to, or sync the course. So I'm going to get back from that. The other way to do it is you have to go to full screen. When you do that, you'll see that this knob now, the inner knob, will do the course. So watch as I turn the course knob, and you'll see what happens. See, the VOR's tuned, it's moving, and you've got the two front arrow at the top. So it works just like the old round gauges, which is what I was used to. That's why I was having the major problems. So now we've got it set to course of 182, and I can't remember exactly what the course is, but anyway, so it's receiving it. Everything's working like it should be. We've got the, but you have to be in full screen to do this, to get this knob to work. Otherwise, you could dial it in by touching the button. So I'll go back to split screen, and I'll go back to GPS, and we'll go back to nav on the autopilot, so it'll take us down there. So I think that's pretty much what I learned, and I was so used to the round gauges, thought everything would work the same, and I had it in the Diamond DA40 with the G1000, but it had a course knob, and it was easier to set up, and I also can't remember the volume being that big of a problem to figure out how to adjust the volume. But again, it identifies it automatically, so like I say, that's I think that's going to do what I need to see on the VOR. I'll leave it on VOR reception so I can get to it, and then when I fly over it, we'll watch the buttons and see if it goes to and from with the arrows, which I'm sure it will. Be back soon. Okay, back on. We're about 1.5 miles from the VOR. Another thing I learned is to make sure that you've identified the VOR. You have to come over here. It won't show right in that field if you've got that set up for that. But if you go up here, nav O&M, that shows that it's identified. So that's good. The other thing is I'm on autopilot, flying with VOR on navigation, and it's doing just like it should. I'll go to full screen, and we can watch the to from arrow, see if it flips when we fly over the VOR. We've got half mile to the VOR, and we get real close. You can see the CDI needle moving, and we fly over it. The arrow should flop to from. It's still getting real sensitive. There it goes. Just flip to from. So everything's working exactly like it should. I'm not the brightest star in the universe, but at least I think I figured it out. Should have known it before. Should have tried it before. But I was so busy flying RNAVs and ILSs, but this works like a champ. So I'll talk to you. I'm going to turn around now, head back to Albuquerque, and I'll come back on for the landing. Okay, back with you. They've given me all kinds of different stuff. They changed the runway from 8 to 2-1 and back and forth, and traffic had to do some 360s. I'm currently on downwind for 2-1. I've loaded the visual 2-1 for the approach. They're going to call my base term, so that's what I'm waiting for. And we're only 2.5 miles from the runway. So I'll cut a little bit of this out until we get on final.
We're still 8, 5 north right, turn base now.
Turn base, 5 right.
Still 5 north Mike, the wind 2-1 at 6, runway 21 clear land.
Clear land 2-1, 5 right. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we'll set up the approach. So we'll see some stuff. Take the autopilot off now. We've got both fuel pumps.
We're going to fly the RNAV point.
South 942 Albuquerque Tower, runway 21, continue track departing prior to arrival.
We'll continue for 2-1, Southwest 942.
All right, we got 90 knots, a little fast, a little high.
We're still 5 north Mike, plan to use minimal time on the runway.
Minimum time on the runway, 5 right. Alright, 10 degrees of flaps are in. Somebody just landed on 8. You can see them. Somebody's waiting for 2-1. We got both fuel pumps, landing light, 10 degrees of flaps, choke off, brake off. And it looks like he wants us off right away, so we will try to accommodate.
49.3, turn left at Alpha 8, contact ground point 9er.
Alpha 8, ground point 9er, AC 4093.
Right on the glide path.
That was 942, wind 2007, runway 21, clear land, traffic departing prior to arrival.
All right, 2-1, clear to land, thanks, Southwest 942.
All right, everything's looking good. We're a little bit high. That's okay. He wants us off right away, so pull the power.
Minimums.
There we go, we're a little fast. A little more flaps.
So 579, upgrade tower, runway 21, line of weight.
Perfect.
Traffic is 4 miles supply of Southwest 737.
Line of weight, runway
Yeah, we'll hit the
21,
brakes.
Southwest 579.
And we'll get off at Charlie.
We're still 5 north Mike, turn right at Charlie, contact ground point 9er.
Okay, off of Charlie, over to ground, 5 right, thanks, so. Albuquerque ground, Bristol 585, remember Mike, exiting 2-1 at Charlie, Texas T hangars.
still 585 November, Mike Albuquerque, ground taxi, T hangars, via Foxtrot.
Foxtrot T hangars, Mike. All right, perfect, very good. Okay, that's it. Hopefully that helps some people with the VOR. If you're not as, if you're real bright, you probably figured it out, although I'm not saying I'm bright, but hopefully that helped. Thanks for coming along for the ride. See you next time.